Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Litecoin. Going to do a full update. I mean, I covered this briefly yesterday in my middle of the day market update. By the way, it's been much too long since I have covered Litecoin. I used to cover it much more. So if you are a Litecoin video watcher of mine, my apologies, but we're back, all right? And Litecoin is back, certainly, or at least that's what it looks like at this point of time. We already saw some, yeah, like I said, I mean, yesterday in the middle of the day market update, we actually saw some great, we already saw the momentum of Litecoin, which was one of the highest momentums we've seen in the entire market over the course of the last week. I mean, usually in August, in the summer, you don't see momentum like this, and that's why I covered it yesterday in the middle of the day market update. But that's also why I wanted to speak about it a little bit more in this video right here. I think you cannot ignore momentum like we have seen right here, both in leverage, because we've seen a lot of open interest, we've seen a lot of leverage coming in, but it's not only leverage. No, we also have a lot of volume coming in, right? And that also makes me say that, all right, well, this could actually be a bigger move, and we could actually rally up higher, which already started, by the way, for me, much earlier. If you check out this move right here, we had Saturday the 19th of July. We already had a major breakout above a massive key level right here, around $100. It's a little bit bigger, but you had a yearly rolling VWAP there. It's a very respected key level, as you can see. So we broke above that. So back then, with a lot of with the most momentum we had seen since November, so back then I already thought, all right, I want to buy into this. So that's what I did. In the Signal group, we actually took a trade, right? And that's not advertising, but that's just being transparent, because I do still hold Litecoin at this point of time. We bought at that retest right here at the yearly rolling VWAP, and from there we've so far we've gotten a nice move up. But the thing is that, all right, well, usually when you see a move like this, the first thing that you scream is bearish divergence, all right? Because we have higher highs and it's August, so you would assume there's less momentum. But the volume is actually, on par with that move, maybe even higher than the volume during the highs right there. The open interest is actually higher, which is not always a good thing, but still. And the RSI, yes, there is a bearish divergence with the RSI. But I think in this case, with the momentum we've seen, that doesn't really matter. So we have seen some imbalances here to the downside, but there's obviously a lot of strength around Litecoin. And I don't think we should, after all the momentum we've seen in the last month, right? It's longer than just the last couple of days. I don't think we should ignore that, and I don't think you should go against that. So filling some of the imbalances here to the downside and dropping down into that major support between 115 and 112.5, I do think that's quite likely, but from there I do expect support, and I do think it's most likely at this point of time. But if you're interested in that, let me know, but I will keep you updated on that. I think we can see a continuation into 137 and 140, which on the higher time frames, as you can see, is the next major resistance level. Which, breaking above that, is it a possibility? Maybe. Do I expect that for now? No. I've actually said I did an ETF video a couple of like 2 months ago, and I actually said, Litecoin is one of my least favorite ETFs because of the amount of Litecoin that's in the Grayscale trust. But yeah, so long term, I'm not really a fan of that. But short term, like I said, I think we cannot deny this structure break, right? This continuation of the bullish structure and the momentum with which that has happened. So I think this is most likely short-term bit of a pullback, then support, maybe consolidation, then continuation. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.